Okay. Glad you all are here this morning. So I was thinking about what to what to use for our breath prayer, our meditation this morning, and I was thinking about something happened yesterday. What was it? I was reading something, or I came across something that reminded me of how God is such a good shepherd, and I just wanted us to come back to that simple description that God gives Himself of being a good shepherd, and how He. Oh, I remember there was a song that came to mind yesterday. It's by a guy named Taryn Wells. I don't know much about him, but there's this beautiful song called "Fully Loved," and one of the lines in the song says um, something about he always keeps pursuing us. And so then I was thinking about how, like, God goes after the one, right? The one sheep. um he leaves the 99 to go after the one. So anyway, that's kind of just where this came from. It's just, I'm not reading Ezekiel right now for my scripture study, but I was wanting to do something besides Psalm 23, just for, because we're so familiar with Psalm 23, right? So I just thought, well, where else in Scripture does God talk about the fact that He's a shepherd? And so in Ezekiel 34, the prophet says this. It's starting in verse 11. For this is what the sovereign Lord says: I myself will search and find my sheep. I will be like a shepherd looking for his scattered flock. I will find my sheep and rescue them from all the places where they were scattered on that dark and cloudy day. I will bring them back home to their own land of Israel from among the peoples and nations. I will feed them on the mountains of Israel by the rivers and in all the places where people live. Yes, I will give them good pasture land on the high hills of Israel. There they will lie down in pleasant places and feed in the lush pastures of the hills. I myself will tend my sheep and give them a place to lie down in peace, says the sovereign Lord. Isn't that beautiful? I know I've read it before, but it's not quite as familiar to me as Psalm 23. So I thought today our breath prayer could be just simply, we'll just say to the Lord, you're the good shepherd. Exhale, you care for your sheep, knowing that we are part of God's flock, right? Okay, so if you want to turn your watch or your phone to do not disturb, I'm going to do that. And we'll get started moving. All right, so inhale, bring the arms up overhead. You're the good shepherd. Exhale, tip to one side. You care for your sheep. Inhale, come center. You're the good shepherd. Exhale, you care for your sheep. Inhale, come center. Exhale, twist to one side. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, come center. Exhale, W your elbows from in the seated position and take your gaze slightly up. Let's do that a couple of times. Straighten your arms out, really reach. Yeah, good. I saw a little shift in energy there when I said really reach. Good job. Exhale, W, look up. Just slightly up. You don't have to look way up. Reach. And W. One more time. Reach. And W. Okay, let's go to all fours. Tuck the toes if you like a stretch in the soles of your feet. Let's do some cat-cow. Tip the pelvis to the wall behind you. Let your belly round. Feel your throat opening. Lift through the crown of your head. And then tuck. Go back and forth here as quickly or as slowly as feels good to your back and your body today. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Come back to neutral spine. Let's take the gaze over the left shoulder and take your hips over to the left a little bit. So you're getting a crunch on your left side and a stretch on your right side. Come through center, switch and look over your right shoulder. Back and forth. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Link it with your breath. Exhale, looking over, inhale through center. Exhale. Do it once more to each side or get to where you're even. Let's untuck the toes and take your hips out to the left and press them around. And so this is kind of like a rotating child's pose in some ways. You're going off to the left, sweeping the hips around. Good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Let's switch and go to the right now. Circle the hips around. And now let's come back to stillness. Take the big toes together, knees wide. Press the hips back and come into the child's pose. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Let's walk the hands over to the left. Stack your right hand on top of the left hand. Feel a big stretch from your right pinky down the tricep and into your hip. Come through center and go to the other side. Come back to center, come back to all fours. Let's lift the hips and press up into our first down dog of today. Pedal the heels. Walk your hands back to your feet. Come into a standing forward fold. Bend your knees. Anchor your hands wherever they reach. Shake your head back and forth, no. Nod your head up and down, yes. Grab each elbow with your hands and come into a ragdoll. If you like to rock side to side in ragdoll, you can do that. Come halfway up with a flat back, hands on shins. Exhale, fold. Draw your belly button up towards your spine. Feel that engagement through your whole pelvis. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's move my mat back a little bit here so that maybe you can see my whole body when I'm standing. No, I'm going to have to adjust the camera. I moved my thing today. Oh, hi, Michelle. Hi, Becca. I just now looked up. Okay. Let's do some scoops. So stand with your right leg out in front of you. Your heel is touching the mat. Your toes are pointing up towards your face or flexed. The foot is flexed, in other words. Let's do some gentle scoops here. Just Bring your arms up and down. Just waking up the back side of your leg. Your down dog did this a little bit already, but you're just doing a little bit more. One more. Let's switch to the other side. Left heel touches down, toes flexed. And you're bending that right knee and just scooping down and rising up. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. One more. Good. Let's bring the arms up overhead. Tip to one side. Inhale, come center. Exhale, tip to the other side. Inhale through center once more to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Okay. Come on up to the top of your mat. We'll start with Sun Series A. Roll your shoulders down. Draw your ribs towards each other. Hips are level. Ground down through the four corners of your feet. Inhale, sweep the arms up. You're the good shepherd. Exhale, swan dive forward. You care for your sheep. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. One long diagonal line here from the crown of your head out through your heel. Come forward on your toes a little bit. Knees can stay up or come down, your choice. Exhale, lower, elbows close to the body. Inhale up, baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. Exhale, down dog. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Look between your thumbs. Step or hop your feet up to them. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale up. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Knees up or down. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. You're good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Look between your thumbs. Step or hop your feet up to them. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway. You're the good shepherd. Exhale, fold. You care for your sheep. Step back to your plank. Knees up or down, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Look between your thumbs. Step or hop your feet up to them. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. Let's go to Dancing Warrior next. Line up your front foot with the arch of your back foot. Come into your Warrior Two. Think of your front knee externally rotating, starting at the hip and going out towards your knee. Flip your palm reverse. You're the good shepherd. Exhale. You care for your sheep. Reverse. Exhale up. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to extended side. Inhale, come center. Straighten the front knee. Reach forward. Tip for triangle. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Inhale, come center. Okay, we're going to do that same movement we did the other day, maybe 2 weeks ago. We're going to step the back foot up. We're going to keep that same, the front foot is in the same exact position. So, but now you're just much, much more narrow in your stance. We're going to bend the front knee a little. We're going to take the arms out, and we're going to take the hips and send them out, and the front hand is going to go up and down your front leg. So you should feel this on your front inner thigh. You should feel this in your obliques right here on the top side. And take your gaze up to the sky if you can. The back knee can bend a little bit also as you go down. All right, come on up. Let's go to the other side. We'll go to Warrior Two. Check on your heels, your front heel lining up with the arch of your back foot. Flip your palm, inhale, reverse. You're the good shepherd. Exhale out. You care for the sheep. Your sheep. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, Warrior Two. One time more, reverse. One more time, Warrior Two. All the way to extended side. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Inhale, come center, straighten the front knee. Kick your torso forward. Tip for triangle. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Inhale, come center. Step that back foot up so that you're in a much more narrow stance. And off you go, tracing your bottom leg with the bottom hand. Okay, take your gaze up to the top hand if you're able. One more time. Good. Let's step out to a plie, five-pointed star. Exhale to horse. Inhale to star. Exhale to horse. Inhale to star. Last time horse. Last time star. Bring your hands to your hips. Walk your toes to where they're facing straight out in front of you. Exhale, fold to standing open angle. You can adjust how wide your feet are. You can make them a little wider or a little narrower, whatever feels okay to you. Then think of drawing all the way up from your arches to the pelvic floor. Fold. Aim the crown of your head down to the mat. A few breaths here. Maybe with each exhale, you can allow your fold to deepen a little. Let's bring the right hand to the floor underneath our nose so we kind of have that flat back position. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Stack your shoulders as much as you're able. Your top hand is facing the same direction your nose is facing. Exhale, set that hand down and switch sides. Inhale the other arm up. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Exhale and fold. Let's walk the hands back and aim the crown of the head down to the mat one more time. You're a good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Slide your hands to your hips. Roll your shoulders back and draw your belly button to your spine. Inhale, come center. Step or hop. Bring the feet together. Few marching steps. All right, good. Let's do some yogi squats. If you like to support your heels, feel free to roll up your mat a little bit and do that. If you don't need it, then no obligation to do this. Your feet are going to be about the width of your mat or so. Let's start with arms above the head in a modified V, not too wide. Exhale, hands to heart center, lower down. Come as low as feels okay to you. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Rise. And lower. Rise. Lower. Rise. Lower. Rise. Hold the last one down low. I wonder if you could take the right knee forward a little and then come back through center and take the left knee forward a little. Just a subtle movement. I feel like I need to be doing some things to help my knees to stay strong. I noticed recently I was squatting down someplace and okay, let's inhale and rise. Step off if you had your heels raised. Anyway, I noticed that my knees felt a little painful and a little tweaky. So I'm thinking, what are things that I can do motion-wise? Not like running and that kind of stuff. I do that in some of my classes, but some gentle kind of stretch movements that would help there to be, I think motion is lotion sometimes. Anyway, okay. Let's go to high crescent lunge. Choose a side. Hips underneath your shoulders. Feet on railroad tracks. Biceps by the ears or hands on hips. Inhale. Rise up. Exhale. Lower down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Come to runner's lunge, hands on either side of your front foot. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Hand inside the foot, opposite hand inside opposite foot. Twist towards your front leg, stack the shoulders. Exhale, set the hand back down. Set the back knee down. Come to kneeling. Let's go to low crescent lunge. Hands on hips or biceps by the ears. Gaze straight ahead or up between your palms. Low crescent. Bring the hips back towards your heel, half split. Hands out behind you or on either side of your front leg. Low crescent. Half split. Low crescent. Half split. Let's come back to your runner's lunge. Inhale, come up to high crescent lunge. One big step or a few little hoppity hop steps. Come back to mountain. And we'll switch to the other side. Choose your arm position. Inhale, straighten your front knee. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Hands on either side of the front foot for runner's lunge. Opposite hand inside your foot. Twist towards your front leg. Stack your shoulders. Exhale, lower. That knee comes down. Come to kneeling. Bring the hips forward. Biceps by the ears or hands on hips. Do the good shepherd. Exhale back to half split. You care for your sheep. Inhale, come center. Exhale, half split. Inhale, the crescent. Exhale, half split. Inhale, the crescent. Exhale, half split. Last time, low crescent. Last time, half split. Come back to runners. Inhale your shoulders up over your hips. A big step or a few small steps. Exhale to mountain. Good. All right. Let's do a little bit of balancing work. Let's start with warrior three. So choose a side. I'm going to have my left leg rooted first. Send the roots down through the four corners. So under your big toe, little toe, both sides of your heel. Spread your toes out as wide as you can get them. Take your back leg out behind you. Flex it, flex it, flex it. Make it a pigeon toe so your big toe aims towards the midline. Choose your arm position. Hands by hips. Airplane arms. Biceps by ears, your choice. Exhale. Come on out to your warrior three. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Lower that leg back down and switch sides. Send the roots deep through the four corners of your standing foot. Flex that back foot nice and firmly. Pigeon toe it. And off you go. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Exhale out. A few marching steps. Let's do standing chair. So go back to your, well, just choose a side, doesn't matter. Root down. Hands come to heart center. Pick up your other leg. Flex the foot. Cross your ankle over your quad. Exhale, sit back like you're doing a chair. And lower down as much as works for you. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Come on out and let's go to the other side. Root down. Pick up your opposite foot. Flex it. Cross it. And sit back to chair. Keep that natural curve in your spine so your low back has a curve in it. And lower your tail down a little. Good shepherd. Care for your sheep. Come on out as you're ready. Few marching steps. And then we'll go for baby dancer as our last balancing posture. Go back to the leg you were not just doing. Reach around and grab your outside edge of your foot. Make a C curve with your hips and get that knee aiming down towards the ground. Big stretch in your quad. Then when you're ready, opposite arm comes out from your lifted leg. Same as your standing leg. Take your torso forward and kick that leg out behind you as much as you're able. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Come on out as you're ready. I'm sweating. All right. Send the other roots down in your other foot. Reach around and grab behind. Outside edge. C curve first. Then when you're ready, kick the back foot into your hand. Feel a great stretch in your back shoulder. Even as you're working on balance here, you're also getting a stretch there. Ooh. Good shepherd. Care for your sheep. Come on out as you're ready. All right, let's go down to the mat. Come to staff pose. Flex your feet towards your face. Bring your shoulders over your hips. Draw your belly button to your side. Exhale, fold forward just a little. Little fold. You can take your gaze way out past your feet. And with each exhale, fold a little bit more. Walk your hands down your legs a little more. This time, take your nose down towards your knees. Let your gaze go down. So the shoulders are going to round. The good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Inhale, come center. Draw your right knee up to your left inner thigh. Exhale, hug it or tuck your elbow on the outside edge of it. Use your right hand behind you to help with your twist. Gaze can stay straight out to the side or go over your right shoulder. You're the good shepherd. You care for your sheep. Exhale, come back through center and switch sides. Big inhale. Exhale, hug it. Your back should be nice and straight. Your torso should just lift out of your hips. Your head should still be in line with your hips. You're not hunching in any way or leaning in any direction. Just nice and straight. Exhale, come back through center. Let's sit in an L. Well, yeah, or half of an open angle. How about that? Half of an open angle. So basically you can sit like this and then draw one leg in to the other inner thigh. Take an inhale, tip toward it. Feel a big stretch all the way down your arm, down the side of your body into your hip. Inhale, come center. Switch legs. Take a big inhale and tip toward it. You'll place your lower arm on your shin as you tip. Inhale, come center. Bye, Michelle. Now sit in your seated open angle. Exhale, fold forward. And you're just basically tipping your torso forward. You're keeping both hips nice and grounded. You can round your shoulders a little bit. And with each exhale, see if you can fold a little bit more. This is one of the ones where I feel like I can really tell. Like I started more like here, and I'm ending a lot further forward with each exhale. Inhale, come center. Let's roll around onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. Grab an opposite wrist with one hand or just hold each knee in a hand. Rock side to side and let your low back feel the beauty of this movement. If you like Happy Baby, you grab outside edges of your feet and rock side to side there. Set your feet down with your knees pointing towards the sky. Walk your feet out about the width of your mat. Let's do some windshield wipers. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center and exhale to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale. Once more to each side. Send your legs out long. Actually, real quick before you do that, let's do reclining pigeon. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. We did it standing, but I still think we should do it lying down too. Flex both feet, reach behind one leg. Few breaths here. Set it down and switch sides. Reach through, flex both feet. Okay, now send both legs out long. Let your feet fall open, palms open to the sky. Allow your breathing to deepen here. You don't have to really manipulate it, just take some good deep breaths. Imagine tension melting down your body. And I'll let you know when it's time to sit back up in it. As you're ready, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Make some circles with your wrists and ankles. Reverse. Draw your knees up and roll to one side. Pause for a breath. And press yourself back to simple seat. And we'll close with the scripture once more. Ezekiel 34, starting in verse 11. For this is what the sovereign Lord says: I myself will search and find my sheep. I will be like a shepherd looking for his scattered flock. I will find my sheep and rescue them from all the places where they were scattered on that dark and cloudy day. I will bring them back home to their own land of Israel from among the peoples and nations. I will feed them on the mountains of Israel and by the rivers and in all the places where people live. Yes, I will give them good pasture land on the high hills of Israel. There they will lie down in pleasant places and feed in the lush pastures of the hills. I myself will tend my sheep and give them a place to lie down in peace, says the sovereign Lord. Amen. Thank you all so much for coming today. It was fun to have a few additional people pop on for part of the class.
Great class.